What's your creative process like usually when you're like writing? Is it more just pick up the guitar, hop on the piano, and just hum some melodies, or you walk in with the concept?
Yep, all of it. I like to walk in with the title, or at least the concept. I'd rather have a title. I think that's really important. So if I was going to talk to any aspiring songwriters out there, I think that's one of the hard. I mean, no, there's different levels of hard, but I think if you're going to walk into a room with that, then you've already brought, you've done a lot.
You've done your part.
Yeah. Even if it's just that. Well, and it really helps co-writers, like professional songwriters, because then they're like, okay, great. We don't have to sit around for an hour, like guessing.
Or the way I always say to some of my students too, is because I'm the same as you, like, have some titles, have some concepts in your back pocket. Doesn't mean that we're going to use it, but it may spark another idea, or at least get the ball rolling. You know what I mean? Instead of just sort of sitting around and hoping for something magical to happen, right?
Yep. And then I'll come in with a melody of some sort. I find a lot of times it gets changed, which is fine. And then I feel good if I come in with that.
Yeah.
And then, I really like to write with really strong lyricists. I'm not going to lie. I think, I have a lot to say, but there's nothing more satisfying for me in a songwriting session when that thing is said in like the smartest way. Like, and I also know I wouldn't say my limits. I know my talent, and I see the people who have that lyric talent. Like, and instead of trying to be them, I like to celebrate them and then bring what I have to it took me a while to learn that too. But I also find if I don't try to be something I'm not, then I have much more success of just being creative and not blocking myself.
I'm completely the same way, and I've really discovered that as well. Like when I go I know my strengths as a writer as well. I can write lyrics, but if I were to say what my strengths are, it's melodies, it's hooks, it's arrangements.
Yeah.
And my writing partner Paul Stevens is lyrics.
Right.
He loves lyrics.
Right.
Doesn't even bother with melodies.
Right.
And so he can really elevate my ideas to the next level.
Yeah. That's
and we've sort of had this like Elton John, Bernie Taupin sort of like relationship together, because you're combining forces, right? So I think having, and then you have someone like an Andrew, I can strum chords on the guitar, but I'm not Andrew, so having someone like an Andrew that can elevate the music as well. I think people that have certain strengths and they come together, magic can happen.
I've been writing more with Andrew, and I really enjoy it. And he really has, he would never tote himself as a songwriter, but he has a lot to bring to it.
Big time.
He'll bring like riffs, which usually the melodies are kind of based off the riffs. And then another thing that I like watching him do is, because he knows the guitar and he knows like chord progressions and theory so well, he'll try to add, in the Beatles, they're perfect for that. He'll try to add like an interesting chord. He'll throw it in, and that's really valuable too.